kid's hype was at its peak. And let me tell you, this kid can play. Unfortunately, he's hit quite a few roadblocks throughout his young career. Now, keep in mind, he didn't play high school football until his junior year.
Good. 3, man.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bears standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
Stay stuck.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. things up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5
All right, my
yards.
brother.
Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with
Upstairs,
that.
downstairs.
He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And
Doing
I
some
like what you
pimpery.
just said. First quarter, can you do it all game
All right, here we go.
They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a first down for the Rams.
All right, sweet, man.
Pickup of 18.
We often hear the phrase "sure-handed tight ends."
We'll have a bong toke
He
if I win.
fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Ooh.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner?
Let's see
Do
what
you
we can
now
do here.
run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
And the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, fuck.
They'll try to run for this Lakers. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
4th and 2.
No gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just
we
know
can do
they're
this.
licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not even toasted. I'll tell you that much for free. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening.
Oh, you're playing World Tank? Sweet. What's going on, Zigzag? Fuck, that sounds alright. Alright.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one caught by Isabella. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
So, Charles, a change at quarterback here as we move into the second half of the year. And, look, let's face it, this is a franchise right now in transition. Everybody admits that. Maybe downright turmoil, to be honest. It was time for a change, so they hand things over to the youngster in his second NFL season.
Shit.
And remember, he didn't take a snap in year 1.
Shit,
so
man, man.
that's the question.
I'm gonna have a bong toke intermission, I
I
guess.
think it goes back to scouting. They liked him coming out of college, but didn't get a chance to draft him, so now they signed him off the practice squad.
Let's see what I want to do here.
So think back to guys like Kurt Warner.
I want a
He was
first down,
practice
so
squad at one point. Later became a Hall of Fame player. Just needed
fucking
an opportunity. His opportunity is here in
pass.
front of him right now.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
First down.
He is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Runner pass. Run receive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Buying time.
Oh, shit.
Complete out to Isabella.
Didn't mean to do that.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Oh, huh?
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Yeah.
Back to throw again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Cardinals. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him. And we'll see his true talents come out.
Can we all just get along? Shit, you guys won money together, man. Why you gotta be like that? You guys are young, eh? You guys need a captain. Make you guys get along.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw again. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Makes the score
So they go with the pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them,
That's cool, man.
they actually have 2-point.
See, I'm down to squad up.
Something they never really did before.
With you sometime.
Coming back onto the field.
Send me a friend request, man.
And last time
I'm pretty sure I'm already your friend on there, though, right?
Turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
I just got this game, so I'm still teaching myself how to use it.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
Oh, shit, I left him wide open.
So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, gone. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice, I got my goal complete.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move. First down. A shotgun snap, they're gone. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, shit.
Complete here to
Get it past
Jefferson.
me.
And they're going to have another
was trying
first
to
down as the
tackle
tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
First
But
down.
one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go.
One quarter down, 8-0 to score.
All right, here we go.
Cardinals 8, Rams nothing.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down.
Yeah.
Number
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started.
Field goal.
Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3.
Rams 3.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive.
I knew I was going to force him a field goal. Didn't I say that?
I used to say they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Now it's Ellington to return. He spins free. Oh, and now he balls him over. And a nifty
45.
return there all the way across
41.
the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7, out to his left.
Yes.
Play complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it down to
What
the
a catch.
47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the foot.
Oh, shit.
Out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards,
Oh, man, he almost got the interception.
then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, man.
Losing a yard or two.
I was trying to
Taken down
fucking...
behind the line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Oh, shit, I didn't see what it was. It picked too fast.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. He'll get this one underneath to commit. And they come out just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now a shotgun snap. He's it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Let's fake this
Now for
back.
the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, what are you doing, Winner? I should have done it sooner, I guess. Oh, shit.
They didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when opposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT?
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the place.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no
Yeah, they're scared now.
It's a touchback.
25.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder.
Yeah.
Pressure will bring it down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Second quarter.
Ooh, that was a good one.
1:59 remaining.
2-20.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Come on, man. What?
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offense.
Wow, that was
the
retarded.
big tight end. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to drop coverages they haven't run so far. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's a good way to kick off and drive.
Oh, you gone. You going. Yeah, baby.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 97 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
What? Yeah, right. Get. I have to make him jump.
Partner, that type of
jab.
lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
and her attic, the stuff she used to
grandmother
preserve.
Oh, the 26.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
We got one more yard. They would have
Los
got a
Angeles
touchback.
offense as they get set to take possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not
shit.
come back in the second half.
Oh shit, this guy just puts it all up.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now gone. Terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That shit looks hilarious.
For Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys
Big
all the
order
time.
for that shit.
Separation.
Just
That's
try to
what's going to
switch
make
it
the
up on
play
me.
successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Back to the air. Goff on second down.
Oh shit, yeah.
By Jefferson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Oh, you wiener.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Giving him too much space.
Nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
Yeah, right, wieners.
Down the left side, it's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Let's try to fake.
Now the try
again.
for the extra point. To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, I did it again.
On the right side, Williams. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Marlon Mack with a touchdown run. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. 26-7 was your final. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Gone. That was kind of cool.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Now it's Ellington to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. What have you seen from him, Charles? We know we got a pair of touchdown passes to show right now. They're winning, so things are pretty good.
You see a lot of confidence because when you see that, every movement seems fluid. There's nothing labored at all. I mean, look at it back there, throwing the football. Boom and boom. 2 touchdown passes. You get the sense that there may be more to come. But right now, he's got his team playing really well.
He does. And, yeah, you're right. He's hoping for more to come. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 2. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camaro. Taken down now before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shot.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals add on. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Oh, shit. Damn it. Gotta stop doing that.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Should take it deep.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
This throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback, so to speak.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit short. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Out of the gun. And got it, man. It's Woods. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
Oh, Philly's winning in this game?
To see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
His throw caught at about the 5. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. First and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, this guy got it.
He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Cut the lead down to 22. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick.
Oh, these motherfuckers good.
Did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
He's lucky he was creative.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck, I made tikka masala. Isn't it? Chicken tikka.
coaches never play the starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
And Herbert garlic, mashed and carrot potatoes. It's pretty good.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I don't know if that guy is getting scared of our stuff here.
Even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Rams on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Come on, come on, come on. Yo, shit!
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Back to throw, gone. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 24.
Yes.
And here he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really difficult task.
I knew he was going to go for that guy.
The target was Cam Akers, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Gone.
I knew it. Run, Wiener.
And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Oh, almost picked it.
And incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go if you think you're going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Michael Blocker's in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's clear.
Oh, shit. Go, go, go. Oh.
And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams.
Fuck you. He's getting rocked on by everybody.
It's a gain of...
I didn't do that. Oh, you can do that by that?
They'll let the QB keep it.
Oh, shit. Oh.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I didn't
Give
get that
him 4
right.
yards there on the 1st down keeper.
On the stop.
I guess I got 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. at the Rams' 19-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Powers through. Nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Camara. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, baby.
2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, man. I keep fucking it up. Damn it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete.
Oh, shit. Take his head down.
Pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Ooh, a shotgun.
A shotgun snap for Dawn. Now a desperation throw deep down the field. Fighting through it, he's got space.
Oh, yes.
It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
To make up for all those field goals. We fucked up.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no.
What a catch.
I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now back on the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
That's what I should have been doing.
I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called pressure.
So the Cardinals bring it down. Really Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack.
Oh.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out.
Yes.
He's going to be taken down. The sack. Linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. One last throw here for Goff. And he's got room. And
Yeah, baby.
it's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gott. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Shit, I was killing it on that guy. There we go. That's the best player in the NFL. The best QB. Then Russell Wilson. And Brady. Or Brady. Let's say Russell Wilson. Let's see. Did I get anything? Well, shit. That's a victory bone time, man. Shit, for real. Let's get it on. Let's get ready to rumble. Just hack my shit again. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Yeah. Yes, sir. Fuck, maybe I might switch games. I don't know. Hey, Mo, you around, bro? Where's my shit? Wonder if Mo be down to play some fucking World War II? Look at that shit, though. All right. I'm gonna see what. Holy shit. Sweet. All right, man. Looks like some World War II it is then. Let me put my headset on shit. My bags out. I'll be back on in a minute.